Hi there, monetizers. Welcome to Conversations with Hetty. My name is Hetty the Entrepreneur, and I am South Africa's #1 monetization expert. Guys, I'm getting Shaileni Zandla. Can you see how consistent your girl is being? I am so proud of myself. I am finally cracking this YouTube thing, and I promise you it feels so good. I think it is once again further validation that yes, consistency definitely pays off. All of us know this. All right, so in today's conversation, we are going to be talking all things how to monetize PR. How to monetize PR. So the inspiration behind this particular conversation is that people will often say to me, Hetty, we see you, television, radio, newspapers, podcast interviews. How do you do it? How do I get to do it as well? So I want us to demystify monetizing PR and really get into the nitty-gritties of it. All right, so let's crack in. So first and foremost, what is PR? So PR stands for public relations. And in essence, PR is any type of relations that you have with the public. So that could be your customers or people that could potentially become your customers. So PR is also communications. Even email marketing is PR. Your brochures and all of that is PR, because what it does is that it is products or communication that allows your personal brand, your business, or your organization to relate to a potential customer. So, the element of PR that I would like us to unpack today is the PR that relates to media as well as media interviews. So I'm talking television, radio, newspapers, online articles, podcasts, etc. All of that is part of PR. Even going live on social media is part of PR. So when one organization goes live with its potential customers or another organization by way of partnership, that is also PR. So make sure that you do absolutely understand that. So when people see me often within the media space being interviewed, etc., they say to me, Hetty, I also want to get that exposure. So I want us to unpack a little bit about what it means to leverage PR in order to monetize. Because if you do not manage your expectations with regards to PR, you are going to be sorely disappointed. So first and foremost, the question you want to ask yourself is, why do you want PR in the first place? Like, why do you want PR in the first place? Sometimes when someone says to me they want to be on all of these platforms, and I say, why? And they don't have a reason. You don't want to be one of those people that is all over the show simply because it's a vanity thing for you. You're feeding your ego. Why do you want to be on these platforms? It's important for us when we are working with a client to understand when we put you on these platforms, what is the strategy that we are following? What are we looking to get out of these activities? What are we funneling the conversation towards? Because if we don't unpack that, what it means is that you literally like the sound of your own voice. That's not cool, is it? So it's so important for us to have a proper strategy. Having a proper strategy allows us to have a message. Now, sometimes the message is easy. If you've launched a new product, like myself, I've got my book, Monetize with Hetty the Entrepreneur. It's easy to do a PR round because you've got something tangible that is a talking point that people can talk about. If you've launched a new product, you're venturing into a new space or whatever, that is always easy for us to get you good PR and to move around the different stations because you've got something topical to talk about. But if we don't have something topical, if you're not releasing a new product, if you're not working on a particular campaign, then we need to think of an angle that is newsworthy or interview worthy. Because remember, all of these different media platforms also want to report on information and stories that are interesting to their audience. They're not just going to, profile you simply because you're an entrepreneur or an influencer or you've got an accounting or a law firm. So there's got to be an angle that we are using. So when we are working with a client on a PR visibility campaign, we put now together an angle that we are then able to pitch to all of these different platforms so that we create our own news that makes that particular client, product, or organization newsworthy in order to ramp up the demand for people wanting to actually profile them on their particular platforms. The second thing that we want to look at is to choose the platforms that we want to put you on wisely. Simply because someone sent you an email or a DM and said, please come on my podcast, or please come on my YouTube channel, or please come on my radio interview, etc., it doesn't mean you have to say yes. It is very important to choose very carefully the platforms that you align yourself with. So when our monetization agency works for our clients, there's certain things that we want to look at. So, for example, what platform is it that we feel is going to be the best platform for you? So, for example, if you have a YouTube channel, it makes sense for us to work on collaborations for you with other people who have YouTube channels. Why? Because they already have an audience that is sensitized to subscribing, that is sensitized to watching YouTube content. So it is easier to transfer or cross-pollinate those audiences because there's already a burden of proof that these individuals are already loving YouTube. So it is important to choose the platforms wisely. The next thing that we also want to look at is we want to look at the demographic. So, for example, if you are offering a product, a service, or your personal brand is for baby boomers, so it's a bit of an older demographic, an interview on YFM may not necessarily then be a good fit for you because that may not necessarily be where your target market is. So even the platforms that we put our clients on, we interrogate the demographic of that particular platform. Now, let's say, for example, we've identified a station that we think this station is really, really good, and it is definitely in alignment with the client that we are working on. We now want to further dissect and say which show would be the best show to give the client the most leverage. All right. So, for example, if we have a client that is an entrepreneur, let's say an accountant, and they are looking to bring visibility to their accounting firm, we might decide to put them on a show that is more business related because we understand that as an accountant, they are looking for clients such as entrepreneurs who are looking for somebody to help them balance their books and make heads or tails of their numbers. However, if we've got a client, for example, that is a musician, then it might actually make sense for them to be on a weekend show where they're playing more music, etc., so that their music can be sampled on that particular show. So it is not just a question of finding the suitable station or platform that you want to be on, but making sure that the show that we get you on is aligned with your offering and with your brand so that you are able to reach the correct audience on that particular platform. This is very important because the audience and the fans of the show must be in alignment. All right, so let's look at our third and final point when it comes to monetizing and leveraging PR within your journey. It is important that you manage your expectations in terms of the return on your investment on PR. Now, what do I mean by the return on your investment? There are certain sacrifices that you're going to make in your PR journey. Sometimes you may need to pay for representation. And sometimes, even if you are getting organic PR, you are paying in terms of your time and your energy output, in terms of the interviews and showing up, etc., etc. So how do we measure if your PR campaign or key PR rounds have been successful? There are certain things that we need to bear in mind. PR does not always equal to sales. Let me say it again for the people at the back, because I'm not sure you're hearing me. PR does not always equal to sales. If you are looking to increase sales, focus on advertising. If you are in a season where your business needs to make lots of money, and the little money you have, rather pump it into advertising. Do not pump it into PR. PR is designed by its very nature for brand amplification and brand awareness. So you can use PR as a tool to grow your community. All right. So for example, if I go onto a station and I talk about my book, I'm not now expecting to have 100 book sales as a result of the interview. I am funneling the individuals that have listened to my interview onto my social pages. And once they've come onto there, they get nurtured by my content. And through being nurtured by my content, then it develops the demand for my book, for my events, for my services, etc. So PR is very much a seed planting exercise. It doesn't mean the seed is going to germinate and blossom tomorrow. So if you are the type of individual that needs lots of money quickly, or you are trying to increase sales of a particular product, then PR will not necessarily be the way to go. Can it increase sales? Yes. Can it bring increased awareness? Yes. But the best strategy to increase sales will always be advertising. And that can be a separate conversation piece that we can have. Let me know in the comment section if you want me to do a video and a conversation about how to create an irresistible offer that ensures that people buy your products and you are able to double your revenue. If you'd like me to record a conversation like that, please let me know in the comment section so that your girl has got your back. All right. So PR is often a brand amplification project. And we often do this especially for thought leaders, subject matter experts, knowledgepreneurs, and people that are looking to create more exposure and awareness about who they are, what they do, and what their business does. So please do manage your expectations when it comes to PR and measuring your return on investment. Your return on investment might be measured through the number of website hits, the amount of searches, the amount of followers that you get as a result of a particular interview. Now, once those people have come onto your platform, it then becomes your responsibility to nurture them and then convert your followers into buying clients. I hope that I've managed your expectations well. I hope that it has planted the seed within you to think, is this really the right time for me to do PR? And if it is, absolutely go for it. Places like my agency will be able to sit down with you and plot a proper strategy so that you make the best use of your time. You are on platforms where your target market is. You are speaking to people that have a real demand for what it is that you are offering so that you make the best use of your time. All right, monetizers, that brings us to the end of this episode of Conversations with Hetty. I'm curious, what stood out for you the most? Have you ever done PR? What have been the results? Let me know within the comment section. Is it something that you would consider? Let me know once again within the comment section. If you enjoy Conversations with Hetty online, then trust me, you will absolutely enjoy our physical events as well. Please take a look down in the comment section in the description box so that you are able to see which city we are coming to next. And don't forget to save the date for the 2nd of December. That is where we are having our big year-end function, which I absolutely cannot wait. Thank you so much, monetizers. I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye for now.